This is Austin St. John, Jason, the original Red Ranger. You are watching the Morphin Network.
You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. These beast spots are my friends. Even though I act like a douche to these robots, because I believe in the end of the world. Thanks to our friends at Skynet and Cyberdyne, as well as this Evox virus and the Vengeance virus on Earth too. But guess what? You still got a friend in me. And thank you for being a friend. You travel down the world and back again. Your heart is true.
Leonard.
You're a pal and a confidant.
Leonard.
And you do a party. Invited everyone you knew. You would see the biggest gift would be for me. And a car touch would say, thank you for being a friend. Dude. I'm done.
Psycho Fox here from Morphin Network, and we got Quasar Red. Yes, I have found officially learned how to do the names. As you can tell, Daggerboy, aka our boss Ryan, is not here. He is in the Philippines, rocking and rolling.
We got rid of him.
We got rid of him. We have officially taken over. Today's episode is a brand new episode of Power Rangers Beast Morphers entitled A Friend in Need. Okay, I'm done.
Wow.
This is not gonna be the only Toy Story joke we make today because, oh man. But yeah, I will say before we get into the review, yeah, these Rangers are complete D-bags in this episode.
Yeah, they were pretty nasty.
This episode was still fine, but my God, that was, oh man.
They were pretty nasty.
Yeah, we start the episode. Funny thing is, Blaze and Roxy are in this episode together, and they are like, okay, the only way we're going to be able to beat these Rangers, we're going to need to steal their Zords. Let's make this monster at a train yard, in a sense where we're going to give them these 3 mini discs, and we're going to have them steal the memories of the B-Spots.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds great on paper and almost actually works.
Mm-hmm.
We then go to a grid battle force. I almost said battle force grid battle force, where we do see some training between Ravi and Devin, which is actually really good. We don't really see Rangers train as often as they should and do hand-to-hand combat. We always see them with swords and stuff like that, high ninja steel. And we start to see some tension between not the Rangers, but their B-Spots. And I will actually let Quasar take it from here. Go ahead.
After they finish training, Cruz comes in, with his drink, and Devin's complaining. Like, hey, you were late. And besides, I have this already. And then when they leave, Smash, volunteers to train with Ravi. And, he's like not really giving him his all. This big gorilla's just kind of lightly poking him pretty much. And there's a surprise because Ravi even gets annoyed because he sees some green stuff get on his shirt, and he's all grossed out by it, and he's not real thrilled about that. So in this episode, the Rangers are kind of annoyed with how their B-Spots have been.
Here's my question. It's supposed to be cake frosting, okay? Wouldn't Ravi had smelled the sugary sensation of cake frosting? Because cake frosting has a very not. It's a very unique smell because it's sugary and stuff like that. I would have thought that probably like, why does it smell like sugar? What do you have on your hand, or something like that?
I also no.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I wonder how Smash is able to ice the cake, because his fingers don't move. Then we go to Nate's lab. He's working on a new ability for the blasters, and Zoe's asking where Jax is, and he was supposed to get her some office supplies. I do kind of wonder how that scene goes. This little yellow robot goes to a store, asks for things, and I was like, I guess it's kind of becoming the SPD world where bizarre stuff is normal to everyone now. Anyway.
Hey, it's Power Rangers. Logic is for the weak, Quasar. You've known this for years.
Pretty much, yeah, true. Good point. So, but Zoe's a bit annoyed because apparently there's party stuff in this bag and not office stuff. And then Ben and Betty come in, and Jax is just like, ooh, we got the wrong bag. We'll go get you the right bag and stuff.
Right.
Walk out, they're acting a little suspicious. And then the other Rangers show up, and Nate tells them...
Oh my god.
What?
I'll be damned.
What is
I thought we got rid of him, but we didn't.
Oh no.
Yeah. This guy.
Hello, my subjects.
Oh my god, this boy.
Hello.
As you can see, our boss Daggerboy is in the house.
You should call him number 2.
No, you're number 2.
Who do it?
It's an
How's the Philippines?
It's hot, really hot.
Really?
Yeah, it's humid.
Daggerboy, what's your thoughts on this episode, real quick? What did you like about it? Did you like it?
10 out of 10.
I'm guessing you don't have a lot to say because of how humid it is. So okay, we'll
I'm just kidding. No, I give it 9.5.
All right, so he already gave his score, but all right, cool. Just making sure. All right, but continue on, Quasar.
So they go outside, and Nate, they don't see where he's at, and then suddenly this car comes driving right towards them, and they think, oh, it's the Evox, and then suddenly the car passes right through them, and then Nate suddenly steps out, and he's like, hey, I've created hologram projections, and I've put them into all your morphers, or all your blasters. So now the Rangers have the ability to project holograms. So that was pretty cool. And then the Beast Bots come out, and they're just like, hey, do you guys want to come in? It's kind of hot. It's a hot day, and wouldn't you guys like to take a break? And they're just like, no thanks. It's a busy day.
Get out my face, you stupid robots! Get out my face!
Minor side note, the way that building looks that we see in the background in that scene, reminds me a lot of the youth center in Angel Grove. Just minor point there. So, you want to take it from here, Psycho, or?
Yeah, so the evil robots, and they start fighting the Rangers. The Rangers morph, and they start fighting after a couple of really good scenes of fighting. Which I'm now doing this. I have said this before. If there is not a drop kick in an episode of Power Rangers Beast Morphers, it will automatically get a 4 out of 10 because we have now had multiple episodes where Power Rangers have legit drop kicked robots, drop kicked monsters of the day, drop kicked their evil avatars. If I don't see a Power Ranger drop kick another monster or robot, it will automatically get a 4, and it has to build up from there.
Typical.
Hey man, have you ever been drop kicked before, a Daggerboy? It hurts, but it's awesome to realize, holy crap, I just got drop kicked. That's actually kind of awesome. So they morph, and while that's going on, the monster of the day, we'll call him the train monster. What's his name?
Subway. Let's call him Subway Drone.
All right, Subway Eat Fresh decides to takes the memories of Cruz and Smash because their memories are how the Rangers are able to use their Megazords. right?
Mhm.
And he's about to take Jax's memories, but Zoe stops him in the process, and him and Blaze get out of there, only having Smash and Cruz's memory board. They took him. We don't know why, but we're trying to figure it out. And Devin and Ravi are like, you know what? No. Take your time. It's okay. It's okay. Take your time. Take your time.
Sure.
Right?
Jerks.
Because their whole thing is we want them to obey us at any given moment. And see, this is how Skynet happens, people. Okay? I'm just saying. And Nate and Zoe talking about, like, man, these guys are being jerks, even though Zoe is kind of a hypocrite because she's like, because Nate is telling, like, yeah, the AI, like, Cruz Smash and Jax has, because I want a little brother. Chekhov's gun. Keep that right there. Bookmark what we're just about to talk about.
You know what?
Go ahead.
Anyway.
Go ahead,
So-
Daggerboy. What?
You know what's funny about this episode? It reminds
What?
me of the part of the movie crossover where the Beast Bots kind of died and like lost their memory.
What?
In
Yeah.
Go Buster versus Go Kaiser, the Beast Bots get like affected and like they can't, like they just deactivate and you know that's
They lose their memory.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
what
I
it reminds
did
me
not know
of this episode. They actually did homage to that movie.
maybe if they don't adapt Go Kaiser, this could be a little equivalent.
Yeah, I think maybe that's why. I think this is their homage to that. Yeah.
Yeah. And so next thing you know, not Zoe. We then cut to some moments where Ravi and Devin are using Smash and Cruz. Cruz, because he is now the obedient robot and stuff like that, he just goes the shortcut that Devin tells him to, right? And in the process, Devin almost gets hurt, but he's like, "Well, you told me to go this way." It's like, "Oh yeah, I kind of did." Meanwhile, at the training base, Ravi and Smash are about to fight, and Ravi tells him straight out, "Do not go easy on me. Do not wait for me. Just hit." Right? And Smash proceeds to punch Ravi as hard as he can. I'm surprised we didn't have a cameo from Mortal Kombat where they show the X-rays of people's bones being cracked, smashed, broken, timulants being, muscles being torn, eyeballs being gouged out. I'm surprised none of that actually happens.
Mhm. Then again, in this show, apparently you can be hit by a sword and it doesn't cause any damage. A Dino Charge. I mean, Super Mega Force.
Ravi gets Mortal Kombat on point, and I'm saying this because Mortal Kombat 11 came out today, which is low-key my game of the year right now. But yeah, and he's like, "Dude, why'd you hit me like that?"
Evil.
Well, both of them are. Shut up. Anyways,
Lie.
so
Only gonna have to pick one.
I can choose both. You leave me alone. You won't kick you off. Anyways, so Ravi is like, "Why'd you hit me? I thought I wasn't ready." He's like, "You told me not. You told me to hit you even you weren't ready." He's like, "Oh yeah, I kind of did." But you still should have done that. And I'm like, boy, you just told Joe Robot to hit you as hard as he could. Surprisingly, you're not dead. Maybe it's because of the gorilla DNA that's in your bloodstream. But okay. So then we cut to Zoe and Jax. Zoe is like, "Hey, have you seen my iPad or my tablet?" Right? It's like it's in there where Nate's supposed to be, right? So I just looked there, and so she goes into the room that Jax came out. It's like, "Do you know the passwords?" Like, "No, I don't." It's like, "You just came out." It's like, I don't know, right? And she just storms off like this robot, and he's now sad. And so they then go to the lab and they start talking. It's like, dude. Smash and Cruz messed up, and so next thing you know, freaking Jax walks in, and they're like, "Uh-oh," because Zoe says all this stuff about him, and it's really sad. And you know what? I'm the person who says that robots have no feelings. I fairly admit this because our overlords at Skynet are probably watching us, and I will easily say it was kind of sad to see that Jax actually had feelings. And it's sad to see that. And it's like...
Hashtag robot lives matter.
Oh my god.
What do you say?
Hashtag robot lives matter.
I knew he was gonna say that because we this is a reference to Captain Marvel when we said Alien Lives Matter when Brie Larson socked the scroll in the face, but that's a different story. Anyways, next thing you know, they try to follow Jax. They're like, "What's going on?" Like, Jax, wait, and then they go into the room, and this will be a surprise party for the Rangers. And Jax explains, "We made this because we know you guys been working so hard, and you're fighting crime, and you're fighting to keep the world safe. We want to give you a little break and give you a surprise party." And it's like, oh.
Okay, Jax is cute. Jax is cute. I'm sorry, Jax is cute.
Don't ever call me cute. As a wise Italian.
Too bad, he's cute.
As a wise Italian woman once said, "Would you want a glass of water to wash down your foot?"
Oh my god, shots to the girly girls. So they're like, you know what, we've been absolute jerks to you guys. We apologize, right? But there's not enough time for apologies because the monster's back, Subway Eat Fresh is back, and Jax is like, I have a plan. Why don't I leave myself out in the open and be like, hey, look, I'm oh no, I'm gonna get caught and stuff like that, right? Mm-hmm. And so next thing you know, they go with it, and Jax is about to get taken away. Mm-hmm. But then, Rangers use their hologram ability to psych out the monster and take the little mini disc. And then they're like, Jax, go get the safety, go get back to the base.
I have a problem to bring that up, but we'll do that.
Thank you. Go ahead. No, we can bring it up right now. Go ahead.
Hey guys.
So they learn the ability. So Nate gives them the ability to project holograms in this episode. And when I first saw this, I was like, "Are they gonna do this?" And turns out they actually have Jax really go out there and put himself in danger. I'm just like, why not just put out a hologram projection of Jax? Nate didn't say the holograms had any limitations. He was able to create a moving car. It's just like, why?
And Jax is an inanimate object. It should have worked.
It kind of feels like they just listened to the first plan that came to mind and went with it. And they also did it this way to hammer in the message of, these guys are important to us. I was like,
not just that. Okay. Here, I have a problem with this too. Because they're able to teleport their devices to them using the Beast Morpher and using the Grid Battle Force technology to teleport inanimate objects to themselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
You mean to tell me none of the Beast Bots have teleportation devices on them?
It's one thing that. It's like one thing in Ninja Steel, they didn't address that they have teleportation, but here they do, so...
Which is stupid, because they actually do teleport. They actually do the disappear technique like 2 times. They only do it like 2 or 3 times in the show. That's about it. But no one cares about that. But right here, we're talking about a government operative. We're talking about a government-funded organization that is able to use technology to teleport weapons from one end to the other.
You can't little robot friends? So Zoe sends her robot that doesn't have any legs back to the base without teleporting him. They managed to get the disc. Also, there's another thing. Why would the monster bring the disc back to Earth? Why? Shouldn't he have left them in the cyber dimension and let Skruzzle scan them?
It makes no sense, dude. It really doesn't. And I'm over here like, dude, really? Again, Jax, I'm sorry. You are able to teleport inanimate objects to Power Rangers, like just weapons in general. On a technicality, the Beast Bots are weapons because they need the Beast Bots to operate the Megazords, whether it's autopilot or manual. They need them. You mean to tell me you couldn't give the Beast Bots a teleportation device? Legit, this part really irked me about this episode. It really did.
It just needed a few more rewrites, I think. And then it would have been good. But yeah.
Jax manages to get to the base with the discs. The Rangers beat Subway Eat Fresh. They go back to Grid Battle Force. Smash and Cruz are now fully online with their memories stored, right?
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Skrillex, Scrozzle.
Know your names, Leonard.
Shut up, Scrozzle.
They're even 6 episodes.
I know. I'm sorry, but Scrozzle makes a bigger version of Subway Eat Fresh with 2 minion robots to help him with the fight, which is actually very cool. We then see the Rangers use their Megazords in their own battle form, so we see that
Individual
Ravi, and we see Ravi's Megazord. Because the previous time when we see Robbie's Megazord fight on its own, it was on wheels. This time, you actually see his Megazord using feet. You see him moving without being on feet and without wheels and stuff. Is actually very, very cool. And it's actually really cool to see that the monster of the day, Subway Eat Fresh, have his own set of moves where he does the choo-choo thingy and he launches his minion bots in the air and it shoots down and stuff like that. That's actually really cool. Honestly, this Megazord fight actually did save the episode for me and the little epilogue as well. But I would say, and then they transform to the Megazord because like we can do it together because friendship, right? It becomes a Shonen Jump anime at the end of the fight. They beat the monster.
Down for that.
What was that?
He's down for a Shonen Jump anime reference. They beat the monsters using the power of friendship. And then the Beast Bots go back and they're like, "Hey, why is the lights off?" and stuff like that. I don't know. Let's cut them on. And the Rangers actually do a reversal. They throw a surprise party for the Beast Bots to not only apologize, but to show gratitude that, hey, guys, you are our friends. You are our best friends.
You are our partners in our war against.
Then we see Benny and Betty were in the cake the entire time. And they actually ate their way through. They ate the inside of the cake because they were there for God knows how long. They're probably in there for like 2-3 hours. I ain't gonna front, that cake did look kind of lit. I want a piece of that cake.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, I'm gonna get Daggerboy off here. That cake looked really lit. It looked delicious and low key. If it wasn't for the fact that I'm trying to eat clean this whole week and stuff like that, I would totally want a piece of that cake. I ain't gonna front.
It did look good.
Now I'm pretty sure it's gonna stain the hell out of my teeth because let's just face it, food coloring frosting. If anyone knows anything about baking and stuff like that, if you have like a different icing, like a colored icing, like red or blue or even black, that's gonna stain the hell out of your teeth. Just saying. And so they're like, "Yeah, you're our friends." And Betty does a burp because, you know, kids and stuff. And it's actually kind of funny. I ain't gonna front. Oh, also, Ravi did say something that made me laugh. It made me laugh a little bit. Where he told Smash, "Don't cry, you'll rust."
Oh my god!
I ain't gonna front. I laughed. I laughed pretty hard because I'm like, okay, that was actually unintentionally very funny to me. And then we get to the epilogue where Scrozzle is like, "Look, you two dummies." You two dummies have messed up way too much. So you know what? I'm finna run this. I'm gonna make this robot to put the motherboard of Evox into this robot.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna make Ultron essentially. What the hell is that? Oh, is that an Avengers Endgame ticket?
Watching today, boy.
All right, we're kicking Daggerboy out now because he's going to spoil it, and everyone in the squad has already told him if he spoils it the moment he comes back to LA, we're all going to be kicking him in the face. All right, I'm going to get him back in. And so, but yeah, so the ending of the episode is Scrozzle's about to make Ultron, or I mean his own version of Ultron to put Evox's AI into it. And that's the episode. That's the end of the episode of A Friend in Need.
Which, by the way, if you remember, Leonard, how far are you into RPM right now?
I'm halfway through RPM. I'm back around episode 18, episode 20. I don't remember.
Have you seen the episode where Venjix becomes his own?
Yeah, he beats the hell out of the Rangers, and Jem and Gemma actually save them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Dude, I ain't gonna front, and this is the only time I'm cussing. Venjix whooped big ass. I would have thought Dylan, of all people, would like had a bet. I honestly thought Dylan would have had a and because he's like half the stuff is cybernetic.
Mm-hmm.
But Venjix stole on him like they stole something from him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
So basically, next episode, Evox can say, "Now I can destroy the Power Rangers with my bare hands, or with my own 2 hands."
Pretty much. Yeah. But with all that being said, let's get to the ratings, likes and dislikes. Quasar, go ahead, dude.
I thought the episode was pretty good. Like when I heard, and Leonard's gone.
Let's go. Let's continue.
Okay, so I thought the episode, it looked like it was going to be a bit cheesy, but it actually comes off not. It didn't come off as bad as I thought it was going to be. I actually watched, like when I saw like the part where they threw the party for the Beast Spots, I was like, oh, that's actually really touching. That's cool of them.
It's charming.
Yeah, something about the Neo Saban era, when they would do something charming, it always came off a little too gooey and a little weird to me for some reason. But this felt natural, and it felt cool, and it felt nice and genuine. I also kind of like the bad guys' plans, the idea of, trying to take the Megazord for themselves. Overall, my negatives of the episode are why not, give a hologram projection to Jax, why willingly put himself in danger when they could do this? And also, why would the monster bring these discs back to Earth? And apparently, Scrozzle didn't, copy them or study them or even do anything with them. I was like, it's funny, we don't even see the villains during that time, so what were they doing? If, the guy was just holding onto these discs, he's still a good chunk of the Megazord. He just needed the rabbit, so why not just download this? Anyway,
exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, I give the episode a 9 out of 10. If it didn't have those 2 bits, I think it would have been a solid 10 for me. Anyway,
Okay.
Psycho, what's yours?
Well, real quick, Daggerboy, since you are the guest because you're in the Philippines, quickly, what's your thoughts?
I like this episode. I like humanity in this episode. We haven't seen that since RPM. I'm saying RPM. This is a good example of RPM. I like how the robots had time to shine today, this episode. And actually, okay, that part where Jax gave Zoe the tablet, that actually made me cry. And when she's like, we don't need robots, I was like, okay, that's too much. Screw you, girl. F you, girl. How you say that? Basically, and how Nate defended the robots, I was like, okay. I also liked it because it showed that the Rangers were flawed. They are flawed.
Right.
They actually said something negative about their friends.
When Jax is leaving, he really does look pretty sad.
Yeah, it made me cry. I was like, oh god, this is sad. And then they showed him the party. I was like, oh my gosh, that hurts.
Big glass of water.
Oh my god. Anyways, but what's your score again, Daggerboy?
Originally it was 9.5. I'll give me a 10. I'm sorry. Sorry, I know there's some. It's one of those reviews. There is some nitpicks, but it doesn't affect the whole episode for me.
Wow.
Because the message is there, and this is actually a well-written episode, a very well-written episode. Not that much action; it was more humanity.
All right, I guess I gotta play bad guy for this episode. Okay, hear me out. I want to say first, I do like the message you gave. I am okay with it. I like it. I really do. I can't get over for me personally. I cannot get over the fact that you mean to tell me that these robots don't have teleportation devices? Really?
You put logic of Power Rangers again?
Huh?
That's just
No! Hear me out. Hear me out.
No, you're nitpicking. You're nitpicking.
No, you damn right nitpicking. I think it's rightful nitpicks. These robots are quintessentially weapons because You need them to operate the Megazords. You want me to tell me three of the most precious things that the Rangers need, the Beast spots. You mean to tell me you don't give them teleportation?
Even Halcyon has the ability to teleport.
Yeah, and on top of that, okay, the Rangers are douchebags in this episode, like straight up.
That's the good part about it. It makes them flawed. That's why I told you. Would you rather have like, oh, let's be friends and get happy-go-lucky? And he was a
no.
Yeah,
But I think me personally, I think the reason why I'm mad about it because I felt worse about Zoe because it's like, Zoe, you're like, why? Like, you were supposed to be the nice, innocent one, and you're being a complete D-bag to Jax, bro.
No, that's normal.
Maybe that's how I'm supposed to feel. Maybe that's why I felt so negative about this episode, because I just felt bad for Jax, okay?
No, that's normal when you're stressed, and things are not going your way. That's human.
Am I feeling emotions over Power Rangers right now?
Yeah.
I just realized this. I'm feeling really emotional about it.
That's what I told you. It's a well-written episode. It's very human.
Well written, has some flaws here and there.
That's very well written, and it showed like the Rangers are not happy-go. That's what I like about it.
Also, I would say this, and I agree with Ken about this. I understand that Roxy and Blaze have limited time because they can't transform into their evil selves and stuff like that. But if you only have one more B spot to go to get the stuff, you would think that they would send Roxy and Blaze to probably even up the score. That's just me.
Maybe scheduling. Remember, like these actors get paid to be on these episodes. You gotta remember, maybe you can throw a certain time. There's also,
I know, but overall, I would say this. I think for me personally, I think the message itself, even though it kind of hit it over the head in the final act of the episode, I think it was really pure. I also think the Megazord fight was actually really well done. Honestly, I think the highlight for me, honestly, it's not the message of the day. It's actually the fact that they just foreshadowed how they're about to get the silver Beast Morpher guy.
Yeah, that was
Nate. Again, this is what I like with it. Set up right.
That was what I was telling you guys earlier about. Like, I sent you that screenshot from the episode, and I was like, foreshadowing and stuff.
But I think I'm going to be the bad guy in here because I honestly give this episode an 8 out of 10. I don't really see. Maybe it's just me personally. I think the episode is really very well written, but I wouldn't say it's like the best one. I will still say it's a very good episode. I just felt some type of way after it, but it's not a bad score. An 8 out of 10 is fine, but like,
nah, you're thinking too emotional about it.
Maybe, or I thought way too much about it, but
yeah, you're being emotional about it. You're thinking it was an episode, dude.
Anyways, whatever. But hey, it's not a bad score. It's just I had problems with it. Honestly, had I not realized, oh my god, this is how I'm supposed to feel, this episode would have been a 7 for me personally. But I'm gonna be a little lenient. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10.
You know what's good about it? It's not forced. Oh,
yeah, it's not forced. That's the thing. And that's what I like about the episode. It's not forced. A lot of the episodes from the previous seasons, Ninja Steel, was forced, except the first season, the first season.
You watch Mega Force. When they fight, it's very forced.
Wait,
no. I've seen a clip of when Orion uses both the silver and gold RPM key. And I rewatched that, and I watched the Gokaiger version. I'm like, this is terrible. No offense to the actors, just the writing in general. This one, I'm okay with. I'm okay with it. I just felt as if some parts could have been done a little better.
Yeah, remember it's a 22-minute episode, so you gotta understand that.
RPM did in 22 minutes.
Yeah, remember that's a different company.
I know, but all right, let's read some comments. So for those of y'all who want to know, we do read these on Facebook. So if you have a comment, go for the YouTube section out there. Go ahead, make sure you let us know how you felt about this episode. Like and hit it a third time, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. So British Select says, "Hi, what's up, Derek Atkinson." Like Jensen Ackles, I'll say it like that. A lot of the foreshadowing to Nate creating his own B spot. I wonder how soon will we see him and the bot become Rangers? Well, that's actually a very interesting question.
The bots will become Rangers. In the Sentai, they did not become Rangers.
No, I think he's talking about the bot that they're about to create, that Skrulls is about to create.
Oh, the Vision.
As y'all can see, we're really excited for Endgame, and Daggerboy's going to see this before we do. So, anyways, all right. Edward Sanchez says, I think that episode 8 will be the mid-season finale. That'd be interesting. I mean, 8 episodes. No, either that or they'll probably go on like a 2-week hiatus or something like that.
No, I bet you go into August, dude.
I hope not. I really hope not. You can't. 8 episodes. You cannot give me a mid-season finale. I need to keep going. I need more. Okay? I need more.
Yeah, you can finish up to episode 10. Then you can do a hiatus finale.
Yeah, get to like that 10th episode, and then you can go on hiatus. I'm okay with that.
But hopefully they do a better job of announcing that this is the hiatus than the Neo season did.
Yeah, because it's like you had to learn from the internet that it was going to be the mid-season finale.
Right.
Simpsons is going to be on Disney Plus. so the next overlords are going to be taking over as well.
Watch.
I thought that was just a joke. This is really happening?
Well, again, dude, Disney's buying everything.
No, it's happening, dude. Simpsons. Do you see a trailer? What they did for Simpsons for Disney Plus?
Yeah, I saw.
Give me a trailer just for them. It's happening.
Yeah, and because and we might actually see SmackDown go to Disney Plus because Fox Sports.
No, Fox Sports not.
No, Fox Sports, no. Disney still has ESPN. Never mind. The Kent Brown Show.
No,
not yet.
Not yet. He might have one in the future.
And aside from that, well, guys, there you have it. That is today's episode of Ranger Podcast Live. Thank you guys so much. Daggerboy, I'm gonna give you what's your closing statement before we head out? Go ahead.
Basically, thanks you for the support, you guys. Hope you guys keep watching us. Yeah. Also, Endgame. You can find us at Dancerboy. You can find me at Dancerboy247, and you can find me at wait, sorry, I'm not half asleep still. I just woke up, guys. It's like 7 a.m. right now.
Jesus.
Yes, it's Wednesday right here. So, you can sorry. You can find me at Dancerboy247. Please follow us at Morphin Network, at Morphin.net, Facebook, and YouTube. Please get us a YouTube. Our goal is to get 500 subscribers by the end of this year, and we're at Facebook. Our goal is
100 subscribers? We're past 100 subscribers.
500.
500. Oh, okay. Sure.
Yeah. And then Facebook, our goal is to get at least 3,000 this year. We're at 2,217 likes to help us out. Yeah, so pretty much it. And the cereal, really.
Hey man, I'm gonna eat on this. I haven't tried it yet, so. But Quasar, what's your closest statement? Where can they find you as well?
You can find me on my regular Facebook page as well as Brown_K on Instagram, and I might create like my own little Power Rangers Facebook page. Just for fun. We'll just see. And
all right.
Closing.
What's up?
Leonard, closing comment.
My closing comment is let's give shouts to one of our viewers who got me this. I'm gonna try it out. Maybe I'll make a video.
Yeah, save some for me, dude.
I'll save you some. I'm keeping the Funko though. All right.
Yeah.
I'm keeping the Funko. I'm gonna do my first taste of it, and then I'll give it to you as well. But also real quick, guys, thank you guys very much for supporting the review of Power Rangers Battle for the Grid on Morphin Network. If you haven't yet, be sure to check it out. Is the first review I've ever done for a video game. It's on Morphin Network's page, and it's also on my YouTube page as well. So you can watch it wherever you want. But also, you can find your boy Psycho Fox on Twitter and Instagram at @the_Reckless_Fox. Find my YouTube page, Reckless_Fox, and find all Malays game content on twitch.tv/RecklessFox. I will be reviewing Endgame on my podcast probably at the beginning of next week, so that way everyone in my squad has seen it. So yeah, Endgame hype. Let's get cracking.
Put me in there too.
No, I will. Well, maybe I'll keep you up to date with that. But until then, guys, this is Ranger Podcast Live. Another episode in the books.
You don't put me in that thing. I will spoil it for you, Leonard.
And this is where we kick Daggerboy out. Thank you guys very much. Thank you guys very much. This is a new episode of Ranger Podcast Live. Thank you to the YouTube crowd. Thank you to the Facebook crowd. And as always, guys, we will see you on the next episode. Till then, bye-bye.
Catch you later.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. There you go. Bye-bye, guys.
Why?
Don't spoil anything.